the time of publishing this video, we've just launched our new REI Pebble Dashboard. On the dashboard, you'll be able to find a lot of numbers and metrics here, which give you a snapshot about your account and the activities that you're holding inside of REI Pebble. In this video, I'm going to walk you through some of the main items on this dashboard. And as mentioned before, this dashboard will and probably continue to evolve and change as we continue to get feedback from our users. But as of right now, this is what's currently featured on our REI Pebble dashboard. When you look from the very top here on the left here, you have a couple time frames, the past 30 days, year to date, and all time. These will affect certain specific numbers across your dashboard here, and we'll go through that right now. The first tile you see here is mailing sent. This is across the entire time frame. So within the past 30 days, we've sent 528 mailers. Now this is only campaigns itself. This does not include things like land contracts or neighbor letters or any other documents that you have sent through Pebble. This is strictly to do with your mailing campaigns only. Then, as you can see here, is our response rate. Our response rate is how many seller leads have gotten back to you from your mailings. And this number is represented by the number of leads or seller leads that have gotten back to you out of the time frames mailing sent. So you can see here, I have a 1.52% response rate on my mailing. With the purchase rate is how many properties were purchased within the specific time frame as well. So it would be how many purchased properties within the 528 mailing sent and really within the past 30 days. Again, as you adjust these time frames, you're going to see your numbers fluctuate as well. Okay, moving along to the second row here, we have properties. These have to do with the number of properties purchased within the specific time frame as well. So I've purchased 3 properties within the last 30 days, and I've sold 2 properties within the last 30 days as well. Then we're able to calculate the net profit and also the average hold time for our properties. The average hold time is how long it takes to go from acquisition to sales at the very end. So you can see here, it takes me an average of 13 days. This also is tied to the actual time frame that is selected. Now moving along here, we see 2 different graphs. First of all is our mailings per day. From here, you're able to track the mailings that you're sending out per day on the timeline here. And you can see the timeline is broken down you're able to see the last 30 days essentially. So this is going to give you a tracking and indication of how much mailers you're sending. And on the right side here is really our revenue per month. So the red bar represents the amount that you've paid or purchased property, and then the green bar is how much you've sold property for in that specific month. So you can see here, I actually spent more on acquiring property than I actually offloaded, and then in March, even though I was acquiring property, I sold a lot more property, or generated a lot more revenue from the sales of my properties. And finally, when we're scrolling down here, you're going to be able to see a map of all your properties that are sold and are currently in your inventory. Red are the properties that are currently in your inventory that you have purchased, and green will be properties that you actually have sold already. This will give you a good view of all your properties across the country so you can keep track of their locations and have a quick glance of all your properties. As we continue to update our Pebble dashboard, you can find this article inside of our knowledge base by going to kb.reiconversion.com, and under REI Pebble, you'll be able to find under settings and integration our Pebble dashboard breakdown. You'll be able to find everything that was mentioned in this video in this article here, as well as any new changes on this article as well. We'll continue to update this article for you, so if you have any questions or need any clarification, this article is always here for you to refer to. If you have any feedback or thoughts about the dashboard or even suggestions, feel free to email us over at hello@reiconversion.com as we continue to design and iterate on our current system with you guys, our land investors inside of REI Pebble.